Question 5. So just read the word carefully. We are sharing £108 across all three. So it's the classic straightforward ratio question. So start off by working out how many parts there are in total. So 3 add 4 add 2 is 9. We're spreading £108 across 9 shares, 9 parts. So 108 divided by 9 is £12. So we get £12 for every share we have. Now we need to work out the amount that Erica gets. Erica's the middle one, so she's the 4. She gets 4 shares, so 4 lots of 12, £48. Question 6. So here we are just simplifying the ratio 16 to 24. So don't try and be too clever. You can just do it bit by bit. So you can halve it again, and halve it again, and we get the ratio 2 to 3. Question 7, trial and improvement. So remember to set up your 3 columns and start off bang in the middle. So we know the answer is between 4 and 5, so start off with 4.5. So cube it and add 4 lots of 4.5 gives us 109. Now that's bigger than 100, so 4.5 is a bit too high. Now because it was quite close, I've tried 4.4. That probably wasn't very wise. We do encourage you to sort of split the difference. So really 4.3 might have been a better second option. But anyway, I did 4.4, so I substituted that in. I got 102. That was still a bit too high, so I then therefore went down to 4.3 and substituted that in and got 96.7, which is too low. So 4.3 is too low, 4.4 is too high. So our true answer is somewhere between the two. But with these questions, they're always going to ask you to give the answer correct to 1 decimal place. So our final answer is going to be either this 4.4 or this 4.3. Now you can't just turn around and say, well look, clearly it's going to be 4.4 because 102 is closer to 100 than 96.7 is. You're right, but that just won't cut it. What you have to do is split the difference. So we split the difference, which is 4.35. That comes out to be 99.7, which is too low. So given that 4.35 is too low, our true solution must be bigger than 4.35, and therefore by definition closer to 4.4 than 4.3. So having done this line, it is then fine to conclude that our final answer must be 4.4. Question 8. So estimating a mean. So what we have to do here, we always have the frequency being spread across a range of area here. So starting point is to get a midpoint for each of these areas. So halfway between 0 and 10 is 5, halfway between 10 and 25 is 17.5, etc. How do you do that if you can't just see it by eye? Well, add the two numbers together and halve it. 10 and 25 is 35, halve that, you get 17.5. So that's how I got these 4 midpoints. I then multiplied those by the frequencies to get this column, which I've then added up. So really my total area is 4095, but I need to spread this across the number of pictures. Now it doesn't actually tell me how many pictures there are here, so I have to add up the frequency column because this is pictures, 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 more pictures. So adding up these pictures, I get 150 pictures. So a total area of 4095 spread across 150 pictures. So divide 4095 by 150, and I've got an estimate for the mean of 27.3. Now do be careful. We don't just go and say, oh well, let's call that 27 or let's call that 30. That's not what this estimating is getting at. We must be precise with our answer. The estimating has come from the fact that we don't know what size these 38 pictures are. We know they're between 0 and 10, but we just don't know how big they are. So our estimating was when we chose to just assume these 38 pictures had an error of 5. So that's where the estimating comes from, this assumption of using a midpoint.